Hey you guys, Miss Terry here. How are you doing? Awesome, I hope. Okay, so here we are, me and my angelic team. Get some of that sage. Actually, it's not sage, it's patchouli. Patchouli's good too to cleanse the air and cleanse the space and bring in a good vibration. So I just have that going. Breathe that in, get some of that good patchouli. Let it wash over you. Yes. Okay, first things first, it's announcement time a little bit. Reiki, complimentary Reiki is gonna be on, I'm looking over here because that's what my calendar is, October 10th at 10 p.m. Just sign up on the website and we will be doing complimentary Reiki at 10 o'clock at night. Now, when I do the Reiki, we're clearing and we're balancing your chakras. When it's in a group, it's complimentary. You can always book a private Reiki session. When it's in a group, I'm not giving you that individual feedback that people sometimes want from a Reiki session because we're doing it in a group. So we're just going and we're clearing everybody's chakras the same. I'm not looking for specific things because I'm doing it in a group. So I'm sending out the healing and letting it be what it is. We also focus on insomnia, getting a good night's sleep. We focus on love, healing, and pain relief. So if you ever wanted to try distance Reiki, just sign up and then that will be sent to you. You'll get a confirmation email and stuff like that. Now, a lot of times people are like, oh my God, I missed it. You didn't miss it. If you signed up and you got your confirmation, you're on the list. So I like to say, even if you don't feel it or if you feel like you didn't get anything, think of it as having somebody pray for you. It's better with the good prayers than not. So, because sometimes people get thrown off if they feel like they don't feel anything. But that depends on a lot of things. That depends on your sensitivity. That just depends on how open you are. That depends on if there's any blocks or stress or whatever's going on, or if you really feel comfortable enough. Everybody's different when it comes to what they feel. Some people don't feel anything, but they'll see colors. Some people will have really vivid dreams. Everybody's different in the way you receive the healing. So you can get private sessions from the website and you can sign up to get the free one. I do it free once a month, and this time it's falling on October 10th. Okay. Now, what we're here for, me and my team, yo, we still on that karma. We still on that karma. So what that means is this time, last month we were clearing karma from ancestry. We were clearing karma from your genes, going back generations and generations, clearing things that you may not have addressed. You may not have even known what to address. This month we're clearing karma from relationships. Now, one thing that comes up a lot is you've probably heard of soulmate. You probably heard of twin flame. And then you probably heard of karmic relationship. So how you can tell it's a karmic relationship. A lot of times karmic relationships feel like they're soulmate relationships initially because there's so much passion and energy. You might instantly click. You might feel like, oh my God, they're the one, da 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 da. But what happens is it has a tendency to turn quickly. It can become draining. It can become too much. It can become heavy. I have my notes here because I don't want to forget anything. It can invoke fear. That person can push your buttons like nobody else has. One other way that you can tell if it's karmic is if it doesn't seem like you have control over your life anymore, or if it feels like it's too much. A lot of times what happens is this word's called enmeshment. And that's when you're like merged, your energy's merged, and then it's like boundaries can get blurred. You might even feel like you don't have privacy anymore. They may be expecting too much for you. It may become argumentative or draining because sometimes it's beautiful, it's amazing, it's great. And then other times it can be all-consuming, heavy, and draining. Sometimes everything can be perfectly good, and then the next time it can be a cycle of drama. It can feel like it's a soulmate because of the chemistry, but you'll be able to tell if you can't move forward, if it feels like it's always an uphill battle, or if it feels like one person is always unhappy, or if it feels like one person's stopping the flow, or even if you feel like I used to be so lucky and now I don't feel like I have my luck anymore. If you feel like nothing that I do is right, I can't do anything right. Just if it makes you feel codependent and you're not typically codependent, but in a heavy way, not in a light way. Now, we all know relationships are work, and that's one thing. But when you're in a karmic situation, the work feels much heavier than normal. Even it can keep you from your goals. Like if you feel like I'm supposed to be achieving things, I'm supposed to be climbing up the ladder, and I keep fighting and arguing and I keep getting pulled down. So, I'm messing up on my job or things not going right. A lot of times you will literally be in a karmic relationship and you may not even realize it. One of the ways you'll really know is, let's say if you want to break up and the other person makes it really hard for you to break up with them and you're not really sure why. If you feel like I'm not happy and you're not happy, why are you hanging on to this so hard? That's when we call it a karmic relationship. Now, one of the things people don't realize is that karma isn't meant for you to suffer till eternity. Yes, karma happens. What goes around comes around. The beauty in that is that once you realize what's happening, you can atone. And as you atone, you can move forward and come out of suffering. It's not supposed to make you suffer till you feel like you don't want to be here on the planet. A lot of people don't realize there's help for that. So one of the things me and my spirit guides do, candles. Candle work has been phenomenal for me. There's testimonies on my website. I have not put them all up just because I have been busy, but we picked this particular color. I always consider orange the relationship color because it's the sacral chakra color. Now, when we do the candle, first it's cleaned. I always like to wash my candles. Like I literally wash them with soap and water and cleanse them really good. And I bless them and I put them through different incense to get the vibe right to start with. Then I do a karma reading on the relationship. I pull out the things that you have told me that you might notice as a block. And then I also see what a divination says. I infuse this candle with prayers, oil, sometimes herbs, sometimes not, on your behalf. And we put the petition with the candle. The candle stays in an outside altar that I have for 7 days. Sometimes it burns faster, sometimes it takes longer. At the end of that 7 days, I do another reading. Both of the readings are done by video, and I send you the video. I send you the video, the first one when I start it, and I send the video when I end it. Because sometimes it takes processes and layers to actually pull that energy apart. Now, if you're single and you actually already made it through the breakup, sometimes you'll notice that you'll attract the same kind of partner. So you want to look and say, what's the common denominator here? I am the common denominator. So if you want to attract a better partner, if there's something that you haven't been able to achieve yet with your relationship goals, you can always have a karmic cleanse done to cleanse off any residual from whatever prior karma you may have had with relationships. It's the same process, except we do it for you. If you have a certain type of thing that you know you attract, we specifically petition to have that broken, and we work the process the same way. I'm telling you, if you want to level up, if you are tired of attracting the same kind of person, if you can't figure out why you're not getting what you want, help is available and you can get some spiritual work done. Sometimes people get this misconception in their head that you do spiritual work one time and it's a one and a done, and that is not the case. Like spiritual work, spiritual hygiene is just like regular hygiene. You take a shower every day. You have to do things to protect yourself spiritually every day. That's why people pray every day. That's why people meditate every day. That's why people go on walks, get grounded. Whatever you got to do to keep yourself in alignment, it's a daily process. It's not a one and done. So you can get all that information on my website. And I will see you guys later. I wanted to keep this short and sweet. So how about it? And we're out. Get your karma cleansed.